From the edge of Music City, it's time for Music City Roots, live from the Loveless Cafe, featuring music from the roots of American culture. I'm not Keith Bilbrey. I'm John Walker. It's a snowy night here in Nashville.
Yeah, but I am.
Hey, my brother. Ho-ho!
Where were you?
I was right here.
Right here.
Yes.
Big hand for John Walker.
From the top, my brother.
It's a blizzard in Nashville. If you don't believe it, just get out on the highway as we broadcast from the big barn out behind the Loveless Cafe, where Highway 100 meets the Natchez Trace. We're enjoying wonderful Southern hospitality from the Loveless Cafe. And best of all, we've got some world-class artists right here to perform live right here on our stage. On the air on WRLT Lightning 100 FM, over the web at high def video at musiccityroots.com, or here in the Loveless Barn. Welcome to Music City Roots. What a crowd, what a crowd. I'm telling you, thousands of people are here tonight. I think they, how many of you just kind of got off the road because you had no place else to go? What are we going to do here? I know Peter Cooper's not here, so
Our stage manager, Bruce Mackay, will be...
Bruce is going to be the guy tonight? Bruce?
Chosen target.
What a guy!
It's Nashville, man.
This is Nashville. Anybody can fill in at a moment. Bruce, it's all yours, my friend.
Okay, this one goes out to all the members of the DAR out there. Well, I was raised on a little farm off a dirt road in 93. Once a week we'd go to town just to see what there was there that was going down. Sitting there watching trains go by till one day I jumped up and caught one on the fly. I said goodbye farm life's tow it to get a city bound. I came to town, the yellow factory smog, slowly choking from the smoke. Honking caused me to curse the sky as the sweat busted fender cinders from my eyes. And 12 people knocked me off my feet and sent me helter-skelter through the garbage heap. Then the street sweeper swept me up and dumped me on the road to the farm. By the time I could walk back home, someone had paved the road, cleared the land for a hamburger stand, and across the street they built this nice trailer camp, driving show, a home from Mink, a goo-goo golf course, and a roller rink. Then there'd have been no choice but to go and stick my head in the sand. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's, like you said, it's another snowy night in Nashville, which there aren't that many of them, but we've had plenty of them this year. I want to welcome our interviewer over here, John Weisenberger, who's manning the station tonight.
I am indeed, and
For
you know,
Craig
I'll tell you,
Heathens.
it's a little thin here out in the audience, but you know, these weather-struck events can really be, more often than not, they turn out really kind of special.
How many people at home by their computer watching this thing because they've got no place else to go?
Well, exactly.
And you know there's nothing on TV.
tuned
This
in
is
on
it.
the electric radio or on the internet.
You better believe it.
Oh, tonight we've got a great lineup. We've got, well, first of all, we're being brought to you by Blackstone Brewery, which we'd like to thank for being in the house tonight. We've got the band of Heathens up tonight. My name is John Michael. Actually, my name is Bruce Mackay, but that's the name of John Michael. And the Carter Brothers. As well as, we've got Peter, who you're about to introduce. We'd like to welcome the two-man gentleman band.
Yeah.
Da 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 business, baby. You know I do. How about we go into business? Me and you, oh, I know it ain't none of my business how you do what you do, but oh, if we went into business, telling you, oh, it ain't no fun working by yourself. So let's team up, watch I walk her up, and we can share the wealth. When you become my missus and I'm your mister too, that's when we go into business. Me and you, oh, we're going into business. Oh, I like how you do business, baby. You know I do. How about we go into business? Me and you, oh, I'm stocking up on kisses, practicing my moves when to go into business. Me and you, oh, times are tough. You know everybody is screaming and yelling, but I'm a man who can't resist buying up everything that you're selling. When you become my missus and I'm your mister too, that's when we go into business. Me and you, oh, we're going into business, going into business. Oh, you know it where we're going. We're going into business, oh, going into business, going into business. Oh, you know it where we're going. We're going into business, oh, going into business, going into business. Oh, you know it where we're going. We're going into business, going into business. We're going into business. Oh, good evening, everybody. We are the Two-Man Gentleman Band. Speaking of going into business, we've affixed a snowplow to the front of our minivan, so anybody in the metropolitan Nashville area needs their driveway cleared. We're here to help, friends. And you don't have to pay us. Just maybe listen closely to this next song. Compensate us as you see fit. Some people get high on music. Some folks get high on life. Some girls get high about getting husbands. Some husbands get high when their wife's not looking. Some folks get high being downhearted up to moan and weep. Me, I get high on reefer, then I fall asleep. And I dream about an island in the Caribbean, holding hands with you beside the sea. And I wonder, do you dream about when you put that reefer in your mouth? In my dream, you dream of me. Oh. Thank you. Hey, friend, do you like music?
No.
Friend, how do you feel about life?
Bad.
Friend, do you ever think about settling down?
No.
Getting yourself a nice wife?
No.
Friend, do you ever feel downhearted? You love to moan and weep. Now, friend, do you like reefer?
Sir, yes, sir.
Let's get high together, then we'll fall asleep. We'll dream. Ooh, I wonder, do you dream about when you put that reefer in your mouth? In my dream, you dream. I wonder, do you dream about when you put that reefer in your mouth? In my dream, you dreamer. Thanks so much, friends. Here's an old classic entitled The Darktown Strutter's Ball.
Oh, I'll be down in a taxi, honey, about 8:30. Don't be late, I wanna be there when the band starts playing. Don't forget when we get there, gonna do it 2 by 2. Gonna dance right out of my shoes when they play those Jelly Roll blues. Tomorrow night at the Dogtown Shutters Ball. Oh, I'll be down in a taxi, honey, about 8:30. Oh, don't be late, I wanna be there when the band starts playing. Don't forget when we get there, gonna do it 2 by 2. Gonna dance right out of my shoes when they play those Jelly Roll blues. Tomorrow night at the Dogtown Shutters Ball.
Thanks so much, friends. We are the two-man gentleman band from New York City. I'll tell you, I think we always have such a wonderful time here at Music City Roots, but I think we might bring a little bit of bad luck with us every time. Last time we were here, I caught a little bit of the flu, and the night after we played here, I had to run off stage and get sick in North Florida's most disgusting bar bathroom right from the stage, and now here we are snowing. So between those two things, stomach illness and snow, that's I think those are the first two plagues of the apocalypse. Who knows, friends? How about a nice tall glass of chocolate milk? 2, 3, 4, doodly da 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 doodly da 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 doodly da 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 doodly da 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 da. 1 CHOCOLATEMILK. Chocolate milk, CHOCOLATEMILK. Chocolate milk. Oh, who'll fetch me some cocoa beans? I will, I will. I just woke up from a dream, sipping chocolate milk. Who'll fetch me some heavy cream? I will, I will. I just woke up from a dream, sipping chocolate milk. Oh, I was blowing bubbles through my straw. Oops, I spilled chocolate milk all over you, honey. Who'll fetch me my limousine? I will, I will. We can recline in the back seat, sipping chocolate milk. Oh, one. Me my magazines. I will, I will. I need something to clean up all this chocolate milk. And who'll fetch my amphetamines? I will, cause I might want to stay up all night drinking chocolate milk. Oh, I was blowing bubbles through my straw. Oops, I spilled chocolate milk all
over you, honey. Ooh, fetch me my limousine. I will, I will. We can recline in the backseat, sipping Chole Mill. Diddly da 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 diddly da 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 da. Zadu.
Chocolate milk. You drink it.
3, 4. Oh, I ain't going into work tomorrow. And if anybody asks, I'll be at home with my baby, getting lazy. We're joining the leisure class. I've said bye to all my toils and troubles, trade them in for love and laughs. At home with my baby, getting lazy. We're joining the leisure class. Oh, my hands are free of calluses. There's no sweat on my brow. My heart is free of malices. It's all so easy now. I ain't going into work tomorrow 'cause it's snowing. And if anybody asks, I'll be at home with my baby, getting lazy. We're joining the leisure class. Tomorrow. And if anybody asks, I'll be at home with my baby, getting lazy. We're joining the leisure class. Oh, home with my baby, getting lazy. We're joining the leisure class.
Oh, that's our sensitive side. We're
So
joining the
tender.
leisure class. Thanks so much, friends. We are the Two-Man Gentleman Band. My name's Andy Bean. This is my good friend, the councilman, Fuller Condon, and I, or we, I guess,
Me too.
like to party with girls.
To party, I like to party. How you like to party? I party like this. I like to party with girls and girls like to party with me. Dilly da 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 da. I like to party with girls and girls like to party with me. So if you're having a party and you want it to be bouncing, then pencil 2 names on your guest list: Andy Bean and the councilman. I like to party with girls and girls like to party with. I like to party with girls, and girls like to party with me. Diddly-da-da-da-da. I like to party with girls. And girls like to party with me. So if you're having a good time, but your boyfriend's acting mean, open your window, call for rescue. Hey, the councilman.
Andy Bean.
I like to party with girls. And girls like to party with me. And girls like to party with me. And girls like to party with me. Diddly-da-da-da-da. I like to party with girls. Thanks so much, friends. We're the Two-Man Gentleman Band. I have some good news for you. First of all, we're going to be in the area for the whole next week or so. We're going to be in Knoxville on Thursday and Friday night. We're going to be in Lexington, Kentucky on Saturday, Chattanooga on Sunday, Athens, Georgia on Tuesday. And wait for it, because we knew there might be snow. So we're going to be back in Nashville at the Foo Bar next Wednesday, friends. So barring any unforeseen weather calamities, we'll be there, you'll be there, we'll have a fine old time. Thanks again to everybody here at Music City Roots. It's always so darn pleasant. And when we heard we were going to be on Lightning 100, we said, well, we should play our fastest song. So we're going to do that now. We're gentle, but we can also stomp. Here's one more. All these songs are available on our new record. It's entitled Dos Amigos Una Fiesta, which translates friend to...
Two friends, one party.
And that's the way the Two-Man Gentleman Band does it. You can find us on the internet, get that there. Or just come see one of our shows. I'll tell you, we're better in person. Then, anything you want to say about that, friend?
No.
Okay, here we are. A gentle stomp. Thanks so much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! Like a man when you hear me holler, don't stop, don't stop. Oh, it must be doing that gentle stomp. When you take my hand feels good. Lead me, honey, up in the woods. Oh, we'll hike up the mountain. We get to the top. I'll lay you down. We'll do a gentle stomp. Oh, I can stomp, stomp. Oh, baby, just like a man when you hear me holler. Don't stop, don't stop. Oh, it must be doing that gentle stomp. Oh, it must be doing that gentle stomp. Doing that gentle stomp. Thanks so much, friends. We're the Two-Man Gentleman Band.
Two-Man Gentleman Band, ladies and gentlemen. Aren't they great? Good stuff. Oh, I tell you what a night here. We are underway at Music City Roots, and if you're out there on the highway near 100, where we meet with the Harpeth, come on in. We've got just a few seats available. You may have to sit in the back, but it's okay. You'll still enjoy the show. It sounds good all over the room. Anyway, you're going to see a few subs tonight. Like, for right now, I'm Peter Cooper. But right now, we're going to a commercial. So welcome Mr. Keith Bilbrey. Yeah. Thank you, Peter. That's nice of you. What a great introduction. I can't remember the last time I've had that kind of introduction. Mark your calendar, folks, for the Log and Timber Home Show coming February 25th, 26th, and 27th to the Nashville Convention Center. There's going to be everything you ever needed to plan your dream home or vacation getaway all under one roof. All the major log home builders are going to be there, as well as special deals on log style and handcrafted rustic furniture, porch swings, and decorating items. We're going to be out there Saturday the 26th with the Lightning 100 and Music City Roots promotional teams. I'm going to be there. We're going to have a great time, some special things to give away, and some live music. You can visit loghome.com for details, but make sure to look for the link at Music City musiccityroots.com, or in your program if you're here in the barn, where you can find discount coupons to the show. And some of our artists tonight are staying courtesy of Holiday Inn Express Nashville downtown and the Nashville Convention Center and Visitors Bureau. Go to visitmusiccity.com to learn more about great things to do and great places to stay when you visit us here in Music City. And we are so happy to have in the Roots chat room tonight, sitting in for Craig Haverhurst, who's on a plane going far, far away, John Weisberger. John, it's good to have you here tonight. Big hand for John.
Well, thanks, Keith.
What a crowd, what a crowd.
Thanks, and I'm over here with a couple of guys from the band of Heathens, and we've got Ed Jurdy and Gordy Quist, and you guys, I hear you came over from Memphis last night. You were at Sun Studio. What were you doing there?
We did a little a taping last night there for a PBS series that they're doing, which was really cool to get to record in the tracking room that Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis and Roy Orbison and all those cats did stuff, and it was pretty cool.
A lot of history in that room, I imagine.
Sure.
Yeah, excellent. Well, and you guys are from Austin, but when I asked you before, you said none of you were from Austin originally. Everybody migrated there. Who came the furthest?
It's probably a tie between me and Seth, I think. He came from the left, and I came from the right.
I see.
So it's kind of right in the middle.
Austin's a pretty big city for live music, for songwriters, and you got a bunch of songwriters in the band, right? Three songwriters. That's. Do you guys write together, or you all write separately and then bring stuff in?
Oh, kind of a little bit of both. I think when we started off playing together, it was just kind of a loose side project, and it definitely was more writing separately and bringing songs into the group. And as the band has evolved, I think it's now more of a mix of a lot of collaboration. But we still obviously write a lot on our own. But
was there one thing that kind of flipped the switch? You mentioned that you guys kind of started off as a side project, and was there one thing that flipped the switch that made you the light bulb go on and say, hey, this is something we really need to make central to what we're doing musically? Or was it just a slow process?
I think it was a pretty slow process. I mean, there wasn't a magic moment. We definitely were having a good time with it from the beginning, but I don't know if I'd say there was a magic moment, really.
Okay, well, and I know you've got a new album coming out at the end of March 29th, and that is Top Hat Crown and the Clapmaster Son. And tell me, where are you guys going from here? I know you're kind of in the middle of a big route, aren't you?
We're going to Lexington tomorrow.
Assuming we get out.
Oh, we will get out.
Through the snow, yeah.
We'll get out. We're going to Lexington tomorrow, and then Huntington, West Virginia, Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
Lexington, Kentucky. That's a good music town. I know my son goes to college there, and we've played up there a bunch. It's a great place. Where are you going to be there? Do you know?
We're playing at Rupp Arena. No, I mean we're doing. I think the place is called Buster's.
Excellent.
Good music club up there.
And then on to Huntington, West Virginia. And you head home after that, or?
No, we have about another week. We're doing a bunch of stuff in Virginia and the Carolinas.
Excellent. And folks can find out where by going to
bandofheathens.com.
That's it. Well, listen, we're looking forward to hearing you guys later. Right now, I'm going to take it back to Keith Bilbrey over there.
All right, thank you, John. Thank you for being here. Hello, am I on? Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me? There we go. There we go. Little malfunction there. That's what we call an electronic malfunction as opposed to a wardrobe malfunction. Well, Allie Sutton could not be here tonight for obvious reasons, like a lot of folks can't, but that's no problem because we have people on our staff that can fill in for any occasion. If I can be Peter Cooper, she can be Allie Sutton. Laurie Dashper. Laurie, come on out here. Laurie, you're way overdressed for this part.
I think so.
Let me say first
of all. It's obvious
I'm
not Allie.
Well, can you sing a Vietti? I mean, we're talking about Vietti chili here. Can you sing the Vietti jingle?
You don't want me to sing.
Have you ever eaten Vietti chili?
Yes.
Do you like it?
I like it.
Do you like it with beans or no beans?
Both.
Both?
Good answer.
Do you like the hot stuff with the Tabasco sauce?
Oh, it's got to be hot.
Oh, isn't that good?
And I make great rotel dip with it.
Really? Now tell us how you do that.
Velveeta, rotel tomatoes, chili.
Lots of Vietti chili.
Lots of Vietti chili.
I have been eating Vietti chili since I was old enough to...
Me too.
I can't say that on the radio.
No.
But anyway...
But yeah,
since
it was always in our house.
And snow days always remind me of Vietti because me and my best friend would get together and we'd sled all day and then we'd come in at lunchtime and
Yeah.
cook up some Vietti
Oh,
chili.
yeah.
And it was delicious.
Well, it's easy to make.
It is. Oh, yeah.
And convenient.
You,
Yeah.
I mean, you can burn it, but it takes an effort.
It does.
My wife could burn it.
Yeah.
In fact, she burned some chili just the
I heard
other
we
night.
leave all the cooking to her. We leave all the cooking to her.
And I'm in big trouble when I get home. Well, okay, now I know you don't want to sing, but do that little thing where she says, pop the top and feel the love. I'll help you with
Pop the top
it.
and feel the love.
Now, she always does it kind of.
Oh, you think? I'm gonna leave that to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Folks watching on the web can only appreciate this. It doesn't translate too
It's
well
obvious
on the
I
radio.
don't do this every week.
Well, Laurie, has Laurie not done a great job sitting in for Alan tonight? If you had your way about it, would you run out and buy some Vietti chili right this minute if you could get to the grocery store? In addition to bread and milk, they're going to have a run on Vietti chili
I
at
think
Kroger
so.
tonight.
I think so.
All right.
I
We'll
think we're
introduce our emerging artist, our
Yeah.
Vietti emerging artist, Laurie.
Yeah. Well, friends, our next guests have taken a break from hard work with our friend Sam Bush at their recording studio near Ridgetop, Tennessee, the one-time home of Willie Nelson and of the late great String Bean, to give us their own unique brand of banjo-y, bluesy soul, and musical muscle. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the Carter Brothers.
Yeah.
If I take you to my house, you would not be impressed. The bathroom smells late last night. The kitchen is a mess. If I don't make my bed up, not that I don't care. There just may be some action on that final bridge down there. Well, I don't pay the IRS. I really know I should. But right now I'm 100 air, and it's a feeling mighty good. And if I take you for a ride across that river deep, you might think I'm crazy 'cause it's all the world to me. Yes, I go around and round till I can plant my feet. Sometimes the world goes upside down there on Shelby Street. Down there on Shelby Street. Lord, I really hate to go downtown at all you know these days and be turned down by some pretty girl in a stinking barroom haze. I may not be a modern man, but that's all right with me. We'll fire our rockets with the wind, go swinging through the trees. Yes, I go around and round till I can plant my feet. Sometimes the world goes upside down there on Shelby Street. Yes, I go around and round till I can plant my feet. Sometimes the world goes upside down there on Shelby Street. Down there on Shelby Street.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you very much. We've got dozens of people here tonight. We appreciate you guys that did drive out here. We appreciate you guys a lot.
It's not a mighty big crowd, but it's a mighty crowd.
It's a mighty crowd, that's right. I'd like to just say a couple of quick things right here. First of all, and probably the most important thing is Charlie Loven. We love you very much. You and Ira, we miss you. And we're dedicating our set to the Loven family tonight. Also, we're amazed by the great staff and promoters here of Music City Roots, what all they have dealt with this afternoon during the blizzard here. They've been great. They've been happy and just kind of roll with the punches, and we appreciate you having us here this weekend, or this tonight. It's Wednesday, isn't it?
You guys are great.
So we appreciate you guys very much. And also, this is no kidding, Vietti chili. My brother and I buy that at our local hardware grocery store back up in Ridgetop, and used it on
the hardware store.
And the hardware store carries
That's the good thing about that chili is they sell it at the hardware store.
We really buy it and eat it on our hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff. So we're going to do another song. The last song is a song I wrote called Shelby Street. And this is one my brother wrote here. It's called Let's All Dance.
There ain't nothing pulling back, and I don't know why. The little people here, they don't stand a chance. Why don't we give them a try and let all the people dance? Yeah, let's give them a try and let all the people dance. Well, the rivers they flow, it's really something what it makes. Then the people build dams and turn them into lakes. If they'd leave it all alone, just give it a chance, the world would be a better place, everyone could dance. Yeah, the world would be a better place, and everyone could dance. I'm hanging out with some friends of mine. They pick me up from time to time. We drink a little and get out of line. Everybody stand up and say, hey, hey. Corner with a sign in my hand. People come by and they give me what they can. If they'd only love the neighbors and give them all a chance, the world would be a better place and everyone could dance. Yeah, the world would be a better place and everyone could dance. Shove them all aside. Those lawyers with their money, they all run and hide. If we'd only love our neighbors and give them all a chance, we'd all grow old together and everyone could dance. We'd all grow old together and everyone could dance. Let's all grow old together and everybody dance. Let's all grow old together and everybody dance.
Thanks, y'all. Well, we're going to change it up just a little bit. We've only got time to do about 3 tunes, so we're trying to figure out what we could do. 3 tunes that kind of defines us. So, of course, we had to have one with a banjo because there's a lot of banjo in the tunes that we wrote. This is one that we wrote about our favorite place to hang out in Ireland. We go to Ireland quite a bit. And this is one that we wrote about our favorite place. It's a little town called Rooskey. It's in the Midlands of Ireland. And another place we like to hang out is Key West, Florida. We go there and play every now and then. So we like it down there. We'd like to be there right now, but we'd rather be here. But there's a hotel in Rooskey. It's called the Key West Inn, so I guess that's good enough.
Rolling cigarettes and drinking good wine. I raise my glass to the western sky. I got my friends sitting here by my side. Lord knows it's been a hell of a ride. I'm going down the road to the Rooskey. I got Maxine on my mind. I'm going down the road to the Rooskey. I'm gonna have myself a good time. On the side of the road, he ain't got no arms and no place to go. Picking him up ain't a hard thing to do. Well, he's moved right in and he's wearing my shoes. I'm going down the road to the Rooskey. I got a Maxine on my mind. I'm going down the road to the Rooskey. I'm gonna have myself a good time. A good time. My eyes are burning and I can't see the line. It's getting late and I wanna get home. I gotta give my dog a bone. I'm going down the road to the Rooskey. I got a Maxine on my mind. I'm going down the road to the Rooskey. I'm gonna have myself a good time. Like a free man's soul. This ain't Texas, but it's still my home. I sing all the songs I desire. Well, I'm falling into a burning ring of fire. I'm going down the road to the myself a good time. I'm gonna have myself a good time. I'm gonna have myself a good time. I'm gonna have myself a good time.
We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
That's it for the Carter Brothers. How about that, huh? Good stuff. Thank you, guys. Folks, there was such a great response to the big house party contest last season that we decided to do one every season. And this season, it's going to be the opportunity to have the Vespers come and play at your house. Just go to musiccityroots.com/contest to register to win one heck of a house party for 25 of your music-loving friends enjoying Nashville's best Loveless Cafe food, Blackstone Brewery beer, Vietti chili, and the Vespers performing live at your backyard or front porch or on your deck or wherever the heck you want them to play. And it will be webcast live by the Roots film crew. So we're looking forward to that. Well, folks, what has your institution of finance done for you lately? Well, for the past 5 years, the Ascend Federal Credit Union's returned more than $26 million to its members, coupled with low rates on mortgages and auto loans, free electronic services to help you manage your money, and free budget assistance. Ascend just gives you more. Ascend's a nonprofit financial co-op. Owned and operated by its members, it's like no bank you have ever been in your life. They have a volunteer board of directors that works hard to keep fees low, rates competitive, and keep the credit union moving forward. So what's your financial institution giving you? Well, there's never been a better time to be a member of Ascend Federal Credit Union than right now. Spread the word. To find out more, visit ascendfcu.org. You can also visit your nearest Ascend Financial Center or call 800-342-3086. Parade personal financial service that aims higher. Ascend Federal Credit Union, raising possibilities. Ascend's an equal housing lender, federally insured by the NCUA. Membership is limited. And you're listening to Music City Roots on Nashville's independent radio, Lightning 100 WRLT Franklin, Nashville. I was listening to these folks coming in. Man, they've got a great signal. And, of course, we're broadcasting live from this big old barn out behind the world-famous Loveless Cafe at the intersection of Highway 100 and the historic Natchez Trace Parkway. When you're in Nashville, you can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner in true Southern comfort style at Loveless 364 days a year. Now, if you're not lucky enough to be here in town, you can get a basket of Tennessee's finest comfort food sent anywhere in the world, from homemade jams and jellies to Miss Carol Fay's famous biscuit mix. Folks from Martha Stewart to Vince Gill have called them the best in the world. Take a look at lovelesscafe.com. And John Weisberger over the chat room, I just heard from our chat room, and I understand we got a lot of folks out there on the internet tonight who normally would be here but couldn't make it because of the storm. So we want to give a big shout out to them. Thank you for your support. And even if you can't be here, you're still with us.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, as we surmised, it's turning into a real special evening here.
Yes, it is.
We've got the light crowd, but a few hearty souls have made their way out here. And I'm talking right now with Andy Bean and Fuller Condon, a.k.a. the Two-Man Gentleman Band. And guys, how'd you come up with a name?
Well, we like truth in advertising, so you know there's two of us.
Yep, men.
Two men.
Attired.
We aspire to gentlemanliness, and we're in a band.
Play music.
Appropriately
And the
attired.
was just kind of a flourish.
Now, how long have you guys been at this?
We've been doing this professionally, full-time, for about 3 years now. Would you believe it? I don't know if you have any friends in the two-man music industry, but it's not
nearly enough.
It's a hard slog, especially on a night like this. So,
well, now, how did you two discover each other and your affinity for this kind of music?
well, you know, when there's a guy dressed like this guy's dressed, and there's a guy dressed like I'm dressed, and you pass each other on the street, and one guy's carrying a bass, and the other guy's carrying a 4-string guitar, Just stop each other, high five, and maybe start a band. That's sort of a condensed version of what happened, but the high five certainly happened.
Yeah,
that's true.
okay, good.
And
Well,
the rest of it is just.
Well, if you care to elaborate, you're more than welcome to.
Oh,
We've got all kinds
I know.
of time.
We do have plenty of time here. And and I should say we played here. We played here back in May. We had such a lovely time. But I think I might prefer people on the internet. They're just. I assume they're great looking.
They're all mighty fine looking tonight, I would say.
And they can drink without having to worry about driving because they're at home with the computer. So
we should be so lucky. But
we might be spending the night here together. And I'm not meaning that as a proposition,
right.
sir.
We
It's
may be
just,
all huddled up here on the stage before all is said and done. Well, now, how would you give aside from calling this two-man music? How would you, to someone who had never heard what you'd done before and you couldn't demonstrate, how would you describe
That's a good
it?
question, because when we say two-man music, people assume Hall & Oates, which is not exactly what we're doing.
Now, we did have John Oates here.
You had Oates here?
Yes, we did.
How come we just had
Indeed.
Always get booked on the night that Oates is not there.
Chasing
we
that guy.
always get booked with Hall. We've opened up for Hall 40,
John
50,
Oates
60 times.
He might be avoiding you.
Oh, man. But anyway, we like to describe what we do as a raucous retro swing. But we're playing mostly our own songs, but in that style. And by our own songs, we mean that songs that we've ripped off from songs that nobody listens to anymore. Claim them to be our own.
Excellent, excellent. Well, now you're in the middle of a not so little tour. It sounds like you've got a busy few days ahead of you.
Mini swing.
Mm-hmm.
We were smart because we knew the weather might be inclement here in Nashville. So we're going to be back in Nashville next Wednesday over at the Foo Bar. And I believe it's a late enough show that you can probably come to Music City Roots.
And then
7 to 9, and then head on over to the Foo Bar. And you'll see us, and then we'll be playing a full set or two of music. Anything you want to say? I know you've been very excited about this show.
I just love playing music with you, especially two-man music. It's my favorite kind.
I know, it's very embarrassing. Every time I ask this guy a question, he just tells me how much he loves playing music with me.
I just want to say that in public.
I
consider the alternative. I've had bandmates who didn't come nearly that close to.
How many were in the band?
They tell you more things than
How many guys did you have in the band?
Well, there were more than two.
Well, there's your problem.
That's exactly. I think you've got that. Well, now you put out a recording in the not too distant past with a kind of interesting title.
Yes, indeed. Speaking of two-man music, we put out our 6th full-length release. It's entitled Dos Amigos, Una Fiesta, which translates from?
Two friends, one party.
Two friends, one party.
That's a slow words you can live by.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
And that's available. Anytime you see us, you'll probably recognize us because we do stay dressed like this all day. Wow. And just mentioning like a record, we probably have one on our person.
I would imagine so. And you probably have a website too where people. Those folks out on the internet.
I thought you'd never ask. We do. It's www.thetwogentlemen.com. Or you can also just Google us. If you Google, I've done this before by accident.
The dirty stuff?
No, not that. You Google two handsome gentlemen. And we're like top 1,500.
All right.
On that.
Well, working your way up.
You
got to
scroll through a couple pages, but it's mostly.
I see.
Yeah, it's mostly Hall & Oates pages, actually. Oddly enough, those guys.
Well, now let me ask you this: this kind of music, is this something that you grew up listening to, or did you have some kind of epiphany hearing a radio or a record?
Let's say we're in it for the money. We knew that this was the key to the top of the charts. No, we weren't terribly exposed to it early on. We just sort of caught the jazz bug, which does sound like a sickness, but we caught that and sort of went with it.
Wow, very nice. And you are based in New York.
Yes, indeed. He lives in Brooklyn, and I lived there as well. But I just moved up to Western Massachusetts a little while ago. Since we're on the road most of the year, we don't need to be neighbors. No offense.
Could be neighbors.
Could be neighbors.
We're not anymore.
But up there in Western Mass, we get this much snow pretty much every day.
I was going to say
November through March.
You're pretty well used to this then.
Yeah.
Well, that's handy. Now, we're all kind of at a loss here with the inclement weather, and it's played havoc with our arrangements. But we're powering through. Keith Bilbrey is doing a wonderful job of filling in for Peter Cooper, filling in for Jim Lauderdale.
to
And we're getting the stage set for our next guest, who I'm going to let Keith introduce, but let me back up for a minute now. Now, you play the guitar.
The tenor guitar.
The tenor guitar. And describe that for folks who might not know the difference between a tenor and a baritone.
The tenor guitar is a four-string guitar that was very popular with this kind of music back in the 20s and 30s. And I've got 4 fingers, 4 strings. That makes sense to me.
4 strings, and heavily electrified, too, I might add.
Tonight, yeah. It was. It was.
The big rig.
And you're playing the good old doghouse bass, the upright bass. And been playing since you were a child, or?
No, mainly since we started the Gentleman. It was a
so
music
you
that
determined
required.
this was the instrument that you needed to be playing and set about learning it. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And were you writing songs in this style all along, or were you writing songs, or did this all come in one big ball of wax?
We've always been writing songs, and then sort of whatever we were into musically turned into what we would write songs about. We've gotten progressively jazzier over the years. We were a little more country rockabilly in the beginning.
So if I were to go back in your discography, in your catalog, to earlier recordings, it have more of a rockabilly tinge.
Yeah, and those early records, what we say to people is we encourage you to buy them, but not listen to them.
That's a sound strategy
Yeah.
in many
exactly
cases.
Right. But yeah, and you can see us in person. I guess we haven't said exactly where we're going to be in the next full week, but we're going to be in Knoxville, Tennessee tomorrow and Friday as well, and Lexington, Kentucky on Saturday, Chattanooga on Sunday, and Athens, Georgia on next Tuesday, and again next Wednesday we'll be here.
And that's the old hillbilly music circuit, you know. That a lot of folks out from the Nashville area traveled for many years. So you're in good company.
We're just going to keep doing a tight circle for the
I
next.
like it. I like it. Well, I think we're about ready to toss it back to Keith Bilbrey over there. So thanks again, Andy Fuller, the two-man gentleman band.
Thanks for having us.
Very
Keith,
good.
back to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, folks, don't let the name fool you. This is no lone guitar toting singer, although I think he is tonight. But normally a whole band of talented and funky musicians, and best known for the remarkable 52 project when they released a song a week for an entire year. They've been tearing it up from New York to L.A., and we're glad to have this gentleman with us tonight. My name is John Michael. Here he is.
How's everybody doing? Everybody's good? So I've been in the studio working on the second My Name is John Michael record. Usually it's a big 6-piece band with horns and all these things, but I just came by my lonesome. I actually just left downtown Nashville at 4 o'clock and just got here about 2 minutes ago. So if you're listening in your car or you're traveling tonight, be safe. It's crazy out there. But this song's on an upcoming record. It's called Odger Wilson. Here we go. I wanna see a place where the road never ends. Well, maybe then I won't have to pretend that when I wake, she won't be taken. When I wake, she won't be taken away. Clueless doctor said she doesn't have much time. Do what you can, boy, to ease your mind. 'Cause when you wake, she may be taken. When you wake, she may be taken away. Oh, everywhere I go, everywhere I go, everywhere I go. Oh, everywhere I go, everywhere I go, everywhere I go's the same. 'Cause everywhere I go, everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I see her face. say you always know when it's the morning of. My mother said, remember the first time I picked you up. And now you're the one, well now you're the one who will put me down. But dry your eyes, boy, everywhere you go, well I'll be around. Oh, everywhere I go, everywhere I go, everywhere I go. Oh, everywhere I go, everywhere I go, everywhere I go, it's the same. 'Cause everywhere I go, everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I see her face. Oh, mother, I know you've gone away. And they say, oh, mother, oh, they can't be replaced. Is that why you hold all my dreams and show your face every time that I away? Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. That made the 4-hour drive getting here all worth the while, just from downtown Nashville. Whew, Lord, it was crazy. Watch out for black ice, people on the radio in their cars. It's something else, I tell you what. Like he said, my name is John Michael Rochelle. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I play in a band called My Name is John Michael. And I'm gonna stop being redundant at this point. But, so I did this project where I wrote, recorded, and released a song a week for the entire year of 2008. And from that, people voted and picked the first record called The People That Come and Go. And this was actually song number 52. I always wanted to write a murder ballad. And so this was my sorry attempt at it. It's called Althea in the Company Store. Here we go. Well, in the corner of the company store sits a girl who stares at the door. Well, she's a woman in training, says her father, who's aimed to turn Althea into a whore. You know, Daddy gets a look in his eyes when he puts his hand to her thighs. But if his blue eyes were red, they turn green when she said, there's a boy who hears all of my sighs, and secrets never look the same when they're ablaze in the public domain. And since I'm the boy who knows all about Althea's woes, her father wants to grant me some pain. She climbs through my window that looks over Gallery Road, but she's battered and bruised with no laces in her shoes. She grabs me so she can let go. She says her father knows where she goes after he takes her white-colored clothes. He might have followed me here, please protect me, my dear, when her family could turn into foes. And as her father beats down my door, he says that she is his little whore. Well, I will let him emote before I slit his throat, and now we run the company store. Thanks. It's a dark one. It's a dark one, I know, but thanks for bearing with me during the murder ballad. I mean, Shakespeare, it's so funny. It's like Shakespeare, hundreds of years ago, could write about all kinds of dark stuff, and we're like, oh, but it's Shakespeare, it's fine, I'm like, thanks for bearing through the dark one. I appreciate it. Everybody's feeling good in the house tonight? Yeah. So this next song is the light, I guess, after the darkness. This is gonna be on our next record. It's a number called Endless Hope. Yeah, it's dedicated to all you guys in the room tonight. I might ask you to sing along at one point too, if that's all right. Let's see if we can do it.
Well, I hope that you'll be proud in the face of doubt. I hope when there's no exit, you find your one way out. Well, I hope you'll hold your head high when the bill collectors come. And I hope there's never anyone you have to run from. And I hope when you're rich you have the heart of someone who is broke. I hope someone somewhere gives you endless hope. Well, I hope you don't fear your coming of age in the way that I am. Well, I hope you don't lock yourself away when things don't go according to plan. And I hope you don't feel like a stranger whenever you call home. And I hope you don't cringe when you hear remember when your friends call you on the phone. And when those so-called friends desert you, I hope you're willing to go it alone. I hope someone somewhere gives you endless hope. Hope you don't drown yourself away and try and drive home. And I hope you never have to see your best friend run themselves off the road. I hope you never, ever, ever reach the end of your road. I hope someone somewhere gives you endless hope. Na 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 na. Y'all help me out real quick. Endless hope.
Thank you guys so much, man. Once again, I'm John Michael Rochelle. I play in this band called My Name is John Michael. Please check us out online. It's usually, or wherever you may be. We're in the midst of recording our second record, and usually there's big trumpets and trombones and big drums and all kinds of fun stuff. But I'm really happy to be doing an intimate thing here with you guys tonight, you know what I mean? I think that's really special. It's really cool. So this next song is called The Northern Sticks, and I wrote it about 48 hours ago, and no one's heard it yet. Y'all down to be guinea pigs? Let me hear you say, yeah! Beautimus, beautimus.
Well, I got a job uptown, selling drinks by the pound to the underagers without a clue. It used to be a sailor spot. The boys would come off the docks looking for someone or somebody to use. And after pouring the last of the well gin, well, she walked in wearing that old class clowns grin. I never thought you would come back. Oh, I never thought you would come back. I never thought you'd come back to all of this. And I'm sorry that I never met you out in the northern sticks when the wind and the rain started it. Never thought that you'd come back to all of this. Well, she said that she was designing shoes and that cocaine gave her the blues, and those boys from Brooklyn ain't got no soul. She said martini houses aren't quite dive bars, and subway lines ain't streetcars, and trading hurricanes for blizzards just makes you cold. Oh, I never thought you would come back. Oh, I never thought you would come back. I never thought that you'd come back to all of this. And I'm sorry that I never met you out in the northern sticks when the wind and the rain started it. Well, I never thought that you'd come back to all of this. In her drink, well, I had to stop and think why she ever came back at all. Why did you ever come back? Why did you ever come back? Why did you ever come back to all of this? Why did you never meet me out in the northern sticks when the wind and the rain started it? Why did you come back to all of this? Thanks, y'all. 48-hour-old song, eh? Thanks for being guinea pigs. That was fun. I got one more tune for you guys, and I really appreciate y'all being such a beautiful audience and being patient with me. I'd like to thank Music City Roots for being patient with me. I was literally left downtown at 4:00 p.m. and I walked in about 2 minutes before I strummed my first chord. So thanks to everybody at Music City Roots and everybody here at the Loveless Cafe. You guys have been so awesome. I really, really appreciate it. Give yourselves a round of applause, yep? Woo! It's been a wacky day, man. Wacky day. So yeah, this song is about, well, I don't really know what it's about, to be honest with you. Well, no, I do. But I'm not gonna tell you. You have to figure it out for yourself. It's called Eyes Wide Open All the Time. Here we go. Well, as I walked to where she lay, I crooked my neck to look down in her face. And now I know the news is true, 'cause her lips are grayish blue. As I walked to where she lay, and when I feel her icy cheeks, well, I remember when it was her knees that were weak, and someone from behind speaks, saying mornings are always bleak. When I feel her icy cheeks, and all I hear is eyes wide open
eyes wide open all the time. Oh, at 5:47 day takes the night, and nothing feels worse in the morning light when the moon never burned out bright. Oh, at 7:35 there's always a sight. Today a girl turned pale, pale white, and the moon never burned out bright. Well, she never appeared so kept. Then underneath the judging eyes that wept, though it was the powder that took her, she was never much of a looker, but she never appeared so kept. And all I hear is eyes wide open, eyes wide open, eyes wide open all the time. I hope you keep your eyes wide open, eyes wide open, oh, eyes wide open all the time. Well, I want her to watch me walk away, though I know she's been put in her place. And as I go heel to toe, we'll never ever know if she ever watched me walk away. Thank you guys so much. I'm John Michael Rochelle from the band. My name is John Michael. Thanks to Music City Roots. Thanks to everybody. You guys have been so phenomenal. Thanks.
Let's hear it for John Michael. And thank you for the effort to get out here, man. I know it was tough. I saw it on TV. I experienced a little of that myself coming in. Well, we'd like to give a shout out to our good friends Joe and Jesse Baker from Old Smoky Mountain Moonshine. Are they with us tonight? Did they make it out? They were supposed to be here. They're going to be here, though. We want to say hi to them anyway. And folks, our Roots vision is all about creating a community between fans, artists, and the sponsors who, of course, make all this possible. Please support the great sponsors to our show. And I'd like to talk about one of those right now because it's a cause I believe in, and you should too. I'm a country boy. I love nature. I love the beauty of nature. And for 60 years now, the Nature Conservancy has been working to improve the quality of life for people and nature in Tennessee and all around the world. In Tennessee, the Nature Conservancy has made a huge impact. Here are just a few things they've done for us right here in Tennessee. They built a state-of-the-art cave gate at Indian Cave in White County this year, protecting a cavern that's not only rich in subterranean animal life, but also one of the premier sites in North America for the Native American cave art. More than 500 rock carvings cover the walls, including human figures, turkeys, and wasps. Purchased the rare cedar glades in Middle Tennessee that brought the Tennessee coneflower back from the brink of extinction. Today, those lands are state natural areas, and they're open to the public, so you can enjoy them. Spearheaded Tennessee's largest land protection project in 70 years, protecting 127,000 acres of forest land on the Cumberland Plateau, and all of that land is open to the public for recreation. I could go on and on. There's a whole list of things they have done, are continuing to do, and if you'd like to help out more, text the word nature to 5055, and $10 will be donated to the Nature Conservancy in Tennessee. It's a one-time charge that will appear on your phone bill, and it's tax deductible. Again, just text the word nature to 50555. You can learn more about the Nature Conservancy. See some of these things I'm telling you about, what they've been doing for you at nature.org/Tennessee. Or if you're in the live audience tonight, visit our booth out front. Sign up for $10, get a free t-shirt, the Nature Conservancy, protecting nature and preserving life. And we're glad to have them as a sponsor here on Music City Roots. We'd like to say thanks to Matchless Transportation for providing their beautiful luxury coach as a green room space for some of our artists tonight. They've got the classiest fleet of limos and sedans you've ever seen. They got a Bentley. Yeah, how about that? A limousine Bentley. I'm for that. I know, try that some night. They can provide full service for your next corporate or private event. Check out matchlesstransportation.com. John's over in the chat room right now with My Name is John Michael. What's going on, John?
I am indeed, Keith, and we're talking with John Michael. And I'm not going to make any jokes about your name being John Michael and the name of the band being My Name is John Michael, but I will ask you how that
the
happened.
whole thing was it started, my father's name is John, and so it was like one of those things where I'd introduce myself to people and they'd call me John, and I would constantly say, no, my name is John Michael, my name is John Michael. It was like my own little inside joke, I guess. You know.
I see. And so, and then you managed to get the band to sign on to that as the name.
Yeah, which was, you know, the I guess the trick of the universe.
Yeah, I guess. Well, now let me ask you this, because you normally travel with a band.
Yeah, most of the time. I've been doing some solo shows recently, but yeah.
How has that been? Has it been a lot of work to rearrange the songs?
Well, I mean, I do most of the arranging and stuff, and so I kind of, there's two sides to it. I think there's like the big composer brain that I have, and then there's like the real songwriter brain. And what I love about doing shows like tonight is that, you know, you don't focus on the horns and the organs and the big drums and everything else. You focus on just the words, the melody, the chords. That's it. And I really enjoy that, and I hope the songs stand up on both levels, you know?
Absolutely. Now, had you been doing a lot of that before you put the band together?
Yeah. I mean, I'd played coffee houses throughout New Orleans and Louisiana and stuff like that, and, you know, just to kind of test out material and see if certain things worked and certain things didn't.
Right.
Those kind of things, you know?
Sure. Now, the 52 project, where did you come up with the idea for that?
Well, it was kind of strange. I was at Loyola University in New Orleans has a music business program. And they basically, I was in a music marketing class. And at one point we did a case study about Lil Wayne, you know, and the concept of like the hip hop mixtape and how he was just inundating the market with songs and in turn then making albums from that. And so I thought, well, I can't make a song a day or anything, and someone bet me, and I was like, well, how about a song a week, you know? It was kind of, you know, one of those things, because he said I was lazy, and I wanted to prove him wrong, so we completed it. And
I was going to say, a song a week for a year is anything but lazy. So
yeah.
it's really a great accomplishment. And where do you go from here?
Well, we're in the midst of recording our second record, Raymond Richards, the guy who produced like Local Natives and Henry Clay People, he was in a band called the Mojave 3, which everyone should check out. Fabulous band. He played pedal steel in that band. And so, you know, he's producing it, and we're about halfway done. We're going to finish it up in March. A couple dates in March, early March, and then finish it up in late March. And it'll come out soon, you know. Yeah. I'm really excited about it. It's truly my best work. I know everybody says that, but you know, I'm honest this time.
Well, it's always interesting to me. Is it? Do you feel like you hit a groove that you're going to make another record in that same groove, or is this something new and different?
I'm always just writing, and I kind of reframed it like I really understood what it was when I was having a conversation just as we are now, and someone said, well, Dylan's got the harmonica, Springsteen's got the saxophone, Elvis Costello's got the little Vox organ thing. He's like, what do you have? And I was like, well, I'm from New Orleans, and so I have brass instruments. That's what I have. Okay. And so then I immediately went to go writing and arranging for brass. And so now we're touring with these two great gentlemen who've been in the brass band tradition since they were little kids. Oh, man. Trumpet and trombone. So that's like our new frame. And so once I caught that, songs just popped, you know.
Is it hard to match that kind of tradition, that great New Orleans horn tradition, to the more, you know, you mentioned Dylan and Elvis Costello and the more kind of singer-songwriters, I guess you could say. Is that an easy thing to pull together?
I find it is. I mean, just in the sense that, like, they're both, you know, the way I look at songwriting and the way I look at the brass band thing is that it's both visceral in a way. And it's emotional to it, you know, it's emotional and visceral. And so if you can just beautify, if you think about it as beauty and just kind of making people move, I mean, the rhythms that are on the recordings that we do are just inherent to me. They seem strange to other people, you know, because it's New Orleans. I mean, you know, things like, you know, that's kind of strange to some other people. But to us, that's what we hear walking down the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, now we really can't talk about New Orleans without talking about the flood. Yeah. And were you there?
I was there. I was living in New Orleans at the time, and I was playing lead guitar in a couple different bands and doing that kind of thing. And so that was really the point where I realized like everything is fleeting, everything could go at any minute, and you should just take things upon yourself and really start to step it up. And so that's when the ideas started brewing, like, oh, I'm gonna just write songs and sing them and things like that. And I actually really bonded with Nashville, with, you know, you guys, Flood. You know, some people in my team are living here and are from here. And so when I heard about the flood here, I was, you know, it immediately made me just snap into, oh God, you know, and they were calling me for advice, like, what's gonna happen, you know, what's FEMA gonna do or not do anything at all, you know? And so it's kind of bizarre, but I really felt a strong bond between Nashville and New Orleans because of that, you know?
It's really amazing the way the music communities in both cities came together to support each other and to help get things back on track. It's
absolutely true.
And speaking of getting back on track, I think it's time to turn it back over to Keith Bilbrey over there. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
John Michael, great.
Thanks, you guys.
You know, I just got a message on my phone a moment ago, a voice message, and nobody said anything, but I could hear George Jones and Patty Loveless singing, "You Don't Seem to Miss Me." And I thought about that. That was written by Jim Lauderdale. And we haven't mentioned that Jim's not here tonight. So Jim, I got the hint, we do miss you. We really, really do. It's been a crazy night, and I'm sorry I haven't said that before. He would, of course, Peter Cooper would normally be filling in for him. So I'm filling in for Peter Cooper, who was to fill in for Jim, and well, it's really complicated. Coming off a hot year that included a top 10 Americana radio album and plenty of touring, our next artists are always favorites at Music City Roots. They got a brand new album coming out in just a few weeks that keeps them right in the groove with strong songwriting, arrangement, and delivery that's already won them fans all across the country. A nice hand, please. A band I can identify with. Band of Heathens, here they are!
Across the land, I'm spoken of, wise as a snake, tame as a dove, just like a wolf in sheep's clothes. Shake the dust off before I go. I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. I walk the land, never seen before. I'm on a mission, a conquistador. I'll be your slave, I'll be your king. I'll be what you want, be your everything. I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. Got juju beats and a mojo drum. Got a whole lot more where that come from. I'll make a sign across your head, make you shake and dance, gonna raise the dead. I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. Take your pulse, I'll fix your health. Get what you need to save yourself. You might lose your house, you might lose your home, but I'll give you back more than you have known. Put you in the black, gonna shake your bone. Your healer, your dealer, your only one. I'm your medicine
Thanks, y'all. So apparently we're having some technical difficulties with the piano. Had some people looking up Ed's skirt over there.
You know why that happened was that the piano is the first instrument I started playing when I was a little kid. I was taking lessons, and it was always, my parents were saying, you gotta practice. And I never did, so that's why my keyboard died.
Karma. So we have a new album coming out in a few weeks, and we've been trying not to play these songs out live for a while, and they're slowly starting to creep out, and tonight we're actually going to play a few of them. So this is another one from the new album.
See if we can stay electrified here. Well, I should have known better this time. On our best day, we go walking uptown. Downtown, baby, days we roll in the door. When we wait, nothing could come between us. When it don't, baby, it's cold. Well, I should have known better this time. Said you left me standing at the scene of the crime. And I know there ain't no reason, no rhyme. Just that I should have known better this time. So go home, find yourself another
should have known better. I should have known.
Thank you very much. This song is about flash photography and some other stuff. What else is this song about, Gordy?
The dream. This is another one, another new one here. So, those of you listening online and on the radio and wherever you may be, we have a very intimate crowd here tonight due to all the roads. The roads are closed and the snow's coming down, and we're still in the south, so that means everything shuts down. But we wouldn't have it any other way. So we're having fun tonight.
What do you say? That's like a Robert Frost poem.
Looking back through a Polaroid picture, you cross your legs with your red-eyed smile. Flash cube sticks and the AA batteries stuck in a frame while the memories fly. To comfort me when I'm in need. Comfort me when I'm in need. Oh, so close with a faraway feeling. Write your name right next to mine. Hold so still with your cheekbones reeling. Then you shake it up good and make it come to life. Oh, black book, I'm only looking back through memories. Comfort me when I'm in need. Comfort me when I'm in need.
We're gonna do this, I guess we got a couple extra minutes here. We're gonna do this, this is an old song by Chris Hillman and Graham Parsons.
This old town's filled with sin. It'll swallow you in if you got some money to burn. Take it home right away. You got 3 years to pay, and Satan is waiting his turn. This old earthquake's gonna leave me in the poorhouse. It seems like this whole town's insane. On the 31st floor, your gold-plated door won't keep out the Lord's burning rain. The scientists say it'll all wash away, but we don't believe anymore. We got our recruits in our green mohair suits, so please show your ID at the door. This old earthquake's gonna leave me in the poorhouse. It seems like this whole town's insane. On the 31st floor, your gold-plated door won't keep out the Lord's burning rain.
Come and say something.
Tried to clean up his town. His ideas made some people mad. He trusted his crowd, so he spoke right out loud, and they lost the best friend they had. This old earthquake's gonna leave me in the poorhouse. It seems like this whole town's insane. On the 31st floor, your gold-plated door won't keep out the Lord's burning rain. On the 31st floor, your gold-plated door won't keep out the Lord's burning rain.
I love that song, man. Let's get one more from him. How about it?
Thank you all for staying home and watching on the internets and listening. It's a good night to staying and watching. But thank you guys for coming out in this weather and making. I don't know how you even did that. I heard they shut all the roads down and stuff. I don't know what other stuff, but and stuff. This is called LA County Blues.
Compromise, couldn't fit at school. Gowns about the 7th grade, played them all a fool. Put in found, shoes my size, had no walk 10 miles. There's blisters on the backs of my soul, and an illegal smile. Burning down Las Vegas town, had to sleep out noon. I drank my money on red roulette, that's a ride you can't refuse. 5 hours down with a sunrise frown, lightning in your shoes. There's 1 foot in the ether with the LA County Blues. They got me on accessory, 30 days in jail. It's one headline in a Louisville night, there's not a chance for bail. But I'll be home about Derby time, so please save me a seat. Me and tulips on the outfield grass, the old South tastes so sweet. Burning down Las Vegas town, held to sleep out noon. Drank my money on red roulette, that's a ride you can't refuse. 5 hours down with a sunrise frown, lightning in your shoes. It's 1 foot in the ether with the LA County Blues. Said, you can call me Mr. Raoul Duke, I know what you mean. Blinded by a quart of rum and a dose of the mescaline. Been 400 could slow me down, I kinda like the speed. We're the failure of our generation for a couple bags of weed. Burning down Las Vegas town, had to sleep out noon. I drank my money on a red roulette, that's a ride you can't refuse. 5 hours down with a sunrise frown, lightning in your shoes. It's 1 foot in the ether with the LA County Blues. It's 1 foot in the ether with the LA County Blues. y'all.
And the Heathens, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, stick around for the Loveless Jam, aptly named after our first-class venue host, the Loveless Cafe and Barn, headed by one of Nashville's longtime visionaries and music supporters, our good friend Tom Morales. Let's give Tom a big hand. Yeah, big hands, the only kind we got tonight, aren't they? And as soon as the stage spread, we'll bring our performers out together for the Loveless Kitchen, working on a special homemade jam for you. And a quick thanks to all our artists in tonight's Blackstone Brewery lineup, Band of Heathens, the Two-Man Gentleman Band, my name is John Michael, and the Carter Brothers. And on tap next week, David Jacob Strain, Ron Sexsmith, Kevin Welch, Delia Lowe, and the Cole Porters. Thanks to our sponsors, Vietti Chili, Ascent Federal Credit Union, the Nature Conservancy, Nashville Log and Timber Home Show, and this is a great time to thank our world-class sound engineers from Sound Image. Look at them run to get everybody mic'd and plugged in, especially tonight. You'll find these guys on tour with just about anybody who's anybody, with offices from Los Angeles to Nashville. They can help you with your anything from a world tour to a sound system in your boardroom or church. Just take a look at sound-image.com. They're a proud sponsor of this final segment. We call it the Loveless Jam, where we never know what our guests are going to surprise us with. Speaking of surprises, happy birthday today to our very own executive producer, Todd Mayo. And that's his brother, Justin Mayo, over there on the camera, stage right. Todd, Earth Paging Todd, we have a little surprise for Todd. In the key of G, boys, the people's key. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Todd. What a booker. Happy birthday to you. Todd, can we have a speech, please? That's a bunch of candles, pal.
We don't have enough time for me to give a speech, but thank you very much. Love you all, and let's get ready for a wonderful Loveless Jam.
Are we sleeping on the bus tonight is what I want to know.
There is a 5-bedroom, ghost-ridden outhouse over in the back, and Two-Man Gentleman Band is going to consecrate it with a special edition, rousing rendition of Ghostbusters post-jam. So everybody stick around for that. And get ready for the haunting.
By the way, I want to thank John Weisberger for being with us tonight, taking the place of Craig Haverhurst. I filled in for Peter Cooper, who was filling in for Jim Lauderdale. And our very own Laurie Dashburr for being in the role of Allie Sutton tonight. And Bruce Mackay, you have done a great job opening the show. Bruce is normally our stage manager, but tonight he's a stage manager / singer, and he's going to lead our Loveless Jam.
I just feel like another heathen in a band of heathens now. I've been warped by the rain, driven by the snow. I've been drunk and dirty. Don't you know that I'm still willing? Out on the road late last night, I seen my pretty Alice in every headlight in my eyes. Alice. I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari to Hatchapee to Tonopah, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the backwards so I wouldn't get weighed. Just give me some weed, white setting wine, show me a sign, and I'll be willing to be moving. Well, I've been riding by the rain,
driven by the sleet, had my head stove in, but I'm still on my feet and I'm still willing. Smuggled toast, folks from Mexico, I get baked by the sun every time I go to Mexico. And I'm still, yeah, I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari to Hatchapee to Tony Park, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the back road so I wouldn't get weighed. Just give me some weed, whites and wine, yeah, show me a sign, and I'll be willing to be moving.
Thank you so much. And Music City Roots is a production of Hang Dyer Media. Executive producer Todd Mayo and John Walker would like to give a big thanks to Randy Hale, a new member of our MCR tribe. Thanks for all your help. The official transportation provider of MCR is Matchless Transportation. Thanks to Chip Ayers and the team at Digitech, the official print and office equipment provider to Music City Roots. And of course to Fred Buck and all our friends at Lightning 100. Thanks for being a true voice of independence in Nashville. We're glad you joined us this week. It's been a crazy night at Music City Roots. That's the way we like it, though. Live from the Loveless Cafe, I'm Keith Bilbrey, and from the edge of Music City, good night.
Hang on.